welcome to today's class. Sagittarius season is here and with this we're starting to be interested in the big visions, in the big questions of life actually. And as we see nature dying around us, it's really a time of stillness, or this is the time where the stillness is coming, where it starts. So this is an invitation for us to also get still, to go within and to seek the answers that we're looking for inside. Yeah, let's see what you want to bring into this world, what you want to share, what is your big purpose, vision. And let's see what we can do for our physical body, for this energy field, to help us on the feet. Okay, so from here we have sit bones together, and it's like a long fountain through the head. So you think like this: nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. You've got your little toes in line with your hips on muscle line, your little fingers in line with your shoulders, ribs together, navel towards your spine, relaxing the knees and elbows, and we're good to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. So we just have our arms hanging loosely by our sides, turning. The shoulder blades are parallel and the little fingers are now turning towards the thumbs. Everything's long, ribs together, and relaxing, just relaxing. Okay, and palms to the front, palms towards, no, little fingers toward the thumbs, I wanted to say, ribs together, navel in, everything's long, really feel the length in your upper body. And release. Okay, now other way around, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, ribs together, lengthening, just lengthening everything, and releasing. One more time. Thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening, everything's long, and release. Okay, with that same muscle coordination, I'm going to the end of the mat, sit bones together, everything's long, and lower, down we go. Just have your upper body hanging down, everything's cool. Of course you can bend your knees, you're not expected to be standing like this. And you can put some books or yoga blocks underneath, also a little chair may be useful, whatever helps you, yes? So that's perfect, no problem. From here, you breathe in through your nose. On the out breath, sit bones and head, just think a long line, fountain, and again. I always like to do this 3 times. Lengthening, and one more time, breathe in, and lengthening, and releasing. Okay, just have the blood flow back, and we're going to repeat this looking at our middle finger, describing the biggest possible circle, but the idea is, of course, not doing anything with the arms, but to turn the upper body, yes, from the spine. Breathe in, lengthening, and lengthening here, looking at the middle finger, and lengthening navel, and lowering, and lengthening, just lengthen, and lengthen navel towards the spine, and lower. And again, lengthen, and lengthening, and one more time, lengthening, lengthening navel in, and release, and just release. Okay, so what's next? Push-ups. Okay, here we go. That was surprising. Okay, so from here, I first do the ladies' version, then a gentleman's version, and a little variation. Okay, so from here, knees in line, lengthening, elbows in line, everything's long, and I'm just releasing the elbows, not outwards, but close to me, and I'm continuously thinking of the fountain. And my eyes are in between my fingers, obviously, where my fingers end, because I want to assure that my neck is long. So don't try to really get low, because that's not the idea. The idea is how much core strength do you have and can you build. So it's all about this fountain, length, and you are here to get longer. Nothing like this, okay? So especially for the gentlemen, I have this request. It's not about going down, it's looking here. Yes, not here. Here. Okay. So ladies, please, and especially when you're new here, yes, just do one and take a little break, and another one and take a little break, because that's what builds your strength over time. Okay, please don't copy me. Lengthening. Please, ladies, do it all on your knees, yes? And relax. And of course, you can relax the back in between, or have the blood flow back, which is what my body loves doing. If any one of the gentlemen gets bored, I've got a little version here that you can also do. You send a little energy through one of your heels while doing the push-ups, and then, you know, you can have some fun. Okay, I'll do one more on each side, and releasing and relaxing, blood flowing back. Good, okay, yes, and we're not let off. Looks like a little more intense. Okay, so well, the big questions, sure. So you can also do that with bent legs. You've got your legs together, your little fingers are in line with your elbows, and you're really thinking of your center line from your nose until your big toes, okay? So from here, sit bones head coming up, and it's also sit bones head to go down, yes? So, lengthening, and lengthening. I always like to do 3, up, and lower. And you can do the same, and it's not necessarily more difficult. Therefore, I would like to advise you to try everything in every position if you feel it's appropriate for you, because you'll know. You can also bend your legs here, of course, and the idea is to not get up like this. It's sit bones head coming up, and sit bones head to go down. One more, and lengthening, and lengthening, and I do one more, and lengthening, and relax your elbows always, and keep lengthening the upper body, because otherwise you're working here, which is not what we want. If you like, you can do a circle with your leg, which is this, and lengthening. Okay, and lengthening. Lowering, and breathing, up, and relaxing, yes. And that's what we'll be doing, we'll be relaxing. One more time, head down. You do everything or anything that you need. Maybe you need a little bit more, a calmer version. Yes, and we do that now, I'm told. So, a little bit of massage here. Maybe you also want to stretch. Just see how your body feels. Is there any tension, any weirdness somewhere? Yeah, weirdness. Or do you have any pain somewhere? Maybe you want to give your legs a shake. Arms always three-dimensional to not affect the shoulder joints, obviously. Okay, so what's next? What is next? Okay. All fours, they tell me. If you don't like to be on your knees, you can have a little blanket underneath or a cushion, something that really makes you feel comfortable. Okay? Now you've got your little fingers in line with your knees and your little toes. And you're looking about here, having your elbows relaxed. Very important. So it's nothing like this. Yes, navel in. And we start with a little massage of the lower back. So navel in, between your navel and your pubic bone, you're trying to lengthen, not up here. Okay, so it's there. I'm going back and forwards and back, lengthening, and here and back, lengthening. Yeah, obviously the big questions need some strength. Interesting. But that's also what they are telling me. It's a preparation. We're preparing the energy to bring it on the way, also within our body, and to get very centered and relaxed. To have all our strength gathered and prepared for when it's time to get that out. Yeah, maybe it's time to spring, maybe it's time earlier, you never know. Okay, so next, lengthening the legs. Lengthening and relax. Other leg. Lengthening and coming back. And again, lengthening and coming back. And lengthening and coming back. I do another 4, so it's 8 alternating, and always feel the length before you come off the floor, and then when you think you're parallel to the floor, feel it a bit more, a bit longer, to see if there's any more energy that just wants to get out there. And lengthening. And release. Okay, you can either take a little break or we just continue lengthening the arm, the opposite arm, making sure that your wrists are relaxed. Very important. Just let it flow through your fingertips. And lengthening. And lengthening. Okay, another 4. Lengthen. And lengthen. And lengthen. And release. Okay. Right, I want a little bit more here, which is actually a little surprising for me because normally we do stretch out the legs, we do lengthen them before we do the circle, but now we do it all together, so here we go. We've got the legs up at 90, parallel to the floor, and think of your heel being parallel to the ceiling. Now you lengthen your leg, heel in line with your sit bone. Think of your center line and the 2 lines of your body, the outward lines, being long while you turn the leg, lengthening your leg out. Yeah, so that's why I should not have any wrinkles in my leotard. And this is why I also promote putting on something like that, so you notice when you get some wrinkles, because when you get too many, chances are that you are not lengthening or that you went too far. Lengthen and keep lengthening in your entire body. Don't think of lengthening the leg, think of lengthening the upper body mainly, yes? A little through your leg, but all the rest needs to come through your upper body. Okay, I'm sliding you slightly. Okay, so from here, lengthening and opening, lengthening, 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 and lengthen, and release. Okay, and lengthen here, and lengthening, and open, out, and release. And just relax, or let the blood flow back, which is always the case with me. And relax your back a little bit, whatever, however you need it. This is it. Okay. Right, so what else do I want? Come on, tell me please. Okay. Leg stretching is wanted in different ways. Okay, so which ways do you want? Okay. So first of all, hands behind your head, and you've got your legs relaxed, and center line, breathing in. Now from your sit bones to your head, axe technique, don't lift, but think long. And it's like your nose comes to your knees. Now from here, as far as you can, without your navel coming out, yes, you just lengthen your leg, sit bone in line with your heel, and coming back. And just lengthen, lengthen. And when coming back, think energy through your knee. If your navel comes out, this is where it ends, meaning when it comes out here, this is when you go, well, not back, you think your energy out of your knee, so there's always space in your hip, like this, yes? So you only stretch out as far as you can, in this line, sit bone heel, not on the floor. And I do 4 more till I have 8 alternating altogether. Always slow down, yeah, like breaking here before fully lengthening. And I'm not saying stretching for a reason. So it's lengthening the leg. It's lengthening the leg. It's lengthening the leg and relaxing. Okay. Of course, you can relax a bit before we do the next part, which is exactly the same thing, but I will be looking to the other knee. So, like this. It's not very much because we want to ensure that we use all the layers of the abs, and we can only do that if we don't go down with our upper body or here or here. Yeah? Okay, so here we go. I've got 6 more to go. And lengthening. And keep lengthening. And lengthening. And I do another 2. And lengthening and relaxing. Oh, okay. Maybe you want to relax your back a little bit in between. I need a little bit more actually. Okay. Although I can see we need to do a little bit more in this very position as they indicate me or show me. Okay, so from here we will place, yes. Okay, so hands behind the neck, breathing in, sit bones coming up, lengthening, and now I'm lengthening the legs, breathing in. Of course you can have bent legs, sit bones, heels, the line, that's important, but how your legs look in between is no problem. Now I'm lowering one leg, which is no problem, in the line, hip or muscle line, little toe, but your navel has to stay in. So going down may not be difficult, but lengthening upper body more than anything and the leg to come up, that's a challenge. So only go as low as you can, right, with your navel in. So lengthening and coming up. And 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 I do 2 more, and then we've got 8. And up. And lengthen, yes, and my guides say that I should do my work, starting again, to be a little bit more flexible. Wow. Okay, so you don't need to copy that, obviously. Oh. Okay. And lengthening. And lengthening. Yes. Not easy to recuperate flexibility first at my age, but I don't want to complain about that, but with all these contractions. But here we go. You start wherever you start, and then you make it happen. Yes, okay. Wow, right? Just relaxing the body a little bit, and we've got one more exercise. That one that we left out at the beginning, but the guides told me that was at the end. So, here we go. Okay, so on the feet, and again, parallel, ribs together, sit bones, everything in place, well placed, allowing the body to relax here, and of course you can bend and get your books, yoga blocks, whatever you have to support yourself, making sure that the heel of your supporting leg is on the floor when you now bend the other leg up. Yeah, you can have this one bend obviously and be here, yes, so no problem. Okay, and lengthening through your upper body and energy through your heel, hips parallel to the floor, and release. You lengthen or you stand, you stay there, I wanted to say, for as long as your visualization and your thoughts make a difference in your body that you can feel. Okay, so from here, lengthening, lengthening, wow, and relax, just release the energy. Now, thinking longer, and let's see what difference that makes. Yes, don't exaggerate, it's a stability exercise, not a flexibility exercise. And therefore we were given it because we all need that physically, but we also need that in our life. Wow, okay, I will do it a little bit dynamically. And lengthen. Lengthen. Wow. Click, click. Okay, other side. And relaxing. Normally I'm more flexible here, but it seems like it's more difficult. So it's interesting. And of course, it's not because of the left leg, it's because of the right leg. This muscle here. Interesting. Lengthen. Tensor fascia latae. Okay, we just relax. You just do what you need to do to finish the class. It was intense, and it may be a little bit shorter than normal. I don't know. But it was quite intense, very interesting. So, thank you very, very much for sharing this workout with me today. And of course, please subscribe to the channel so we can spread the love. And you know that we have the energetic weather forecast every week on YouTube Hyperbatters and the daily dose of the guides on Instagram at Hyperbat. So please hang around. Let's share the love and rebuild this planet with lots of love and compassion. See you for the next one.